Hello developers, this is part 2 of array, and in part 1 we have learned the basic of array, how we can create array, how we can use array. And in part 2 we will understand how we can print array element using for loop, using indexes, using indices, sum of array element, finding highest mark or highest element in array list. End of the video we will have an interview question. So let's begin. First, I'll declare one array. Well, marks equal array of, I'll take integer, that is int data type. Here I'll assign some value. So for now I'm assigning 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 and 70. So here I have declared one array called marks with values 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 and 70. Here I have declared data type integer. Okay. Now how we can print array element with the help of for loop. Okay, so if I print this marks array without for loop, so how we can print? First I'll use println method, and here marks dot we can use content to string. If I print like this way, okay, then what will happen? I'm just showing you the issue, the error what we are getting. So in output console window we can see output 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 and 70, but these values are coming in array, that is array is square bracket. Okay, but I don't want to print these values in square bracket. So with the help of for loop, how we can print? So here I'll write for mark in mark, and then here marks, that is array, mark the element of array. Here I'll print mark. Now I'm launching application, and here in output console window we can see output 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 and 70, but without in square bracket. Here in output console window we can see same output, okay, but without in array, because here in line number 18 it has printed complete array, but here we are printing values, not array. Perfect. Next, how we can print this array with the help of indices. Here indices is nothing but a index. So how we can print this array element with the help of index? Here we can see for I in marks dot indices. Okay, here we have indices, so I'll import it. If I click there, and here we can see return the range of valid index of the array. So it will return range of the array. Here indices, and then I can print index equal $I value marks I. Okay, so here I'm printing array with the help of index. Here first, here I'm printing index and then value. So I'm running application, check output. First I'll comment out this, and also I'll comment out this. Now launching application again, and here in output console window we can see output index 0 and value 20. So as we can see here, in index 0 value 20, then index 1 value 30, index 1 value 30, and so on. So this is how we can use indices when we want to print arrays element with the help of index. Then we should go for indices. Next, sum of array element. So how we can print the sum of all array elements? So here again I'll use for loop for mark in mark, and then inside for loop body I'll add one condition. First, before that I'll take one variable here where sum equal 0. Now here sum, I'll add condition sum plus equal mark. So what we are doing here, we are adding values in sum. Then I'll print total sum. Now I can comment out this, and now launching application again, and here we can see output 270. So if we add all these values, then sum would be 270. Let's understand one more time what I did. Here I have declared one variable called sum, and initial value is 0. Here I am fetching one element from marks array and then adding in some variable. Again taking next value, adding in this variable, and this process will go on until last element of array, that is 17. Perfect. Now next, how we can find highest marks in this array. So here as we can see 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So 70 is the highest marks in this array. But here we have only few elements. When we have millions of elements, how we can find highest mark from this array? So here I'll write code for that. First I'll take one variable var highest equal marks, let's suppose 0, position 0. Here I have declared one variable called highest, and in highest I have assigned initial value, that is 20. And now we will compare this value from each value. Here I'll write for loop for mark in marks, and then here I can compare highest. Here I can add condition if highest greater, if mark greater than highest mark. Then what we can do here, I can assign highest, in highest mark I can assign mark. Let's understand condition one more time. In initially I have assigned 0 index value, that is 20, in highest marks variable, in highest variable. And then here we have for loop, we are checking condition if mark greater than the highest, then mark we are assigning in highest, and this process go until last index, that is this last value, that is 17. Okay, let's check output. So first I'm printing this highest. Now running application again, and here we can see answer is 70. 70 is the highest element in this array. Okay, now interview question: when we should use array and when we should go for list? Leave your answer in the comment section below. Auf Wiedersehen.